Gojo Tio back here with another one, my people. And in today's video, we will be talking about the calling games. Yes, something I've been wanting to discuss for a while, but did not have the time to really get to. And first thing I have to say is congratulations to Jujutsu Kaisen in being this week on the Oricon sales and stuff like that. Big success, big success. I have to say, when Shibuya hits the anime, the number of sales of Jujutsu Kaisen as far as the manga goes will be doing very big numbers because the anime obviously helps the manga, and no hate to any other series, but personally, Chainsaw Man, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, Chainsaw Man is going to surpass Jujutsu Kaisen. All I gotta say is we will see. You know what I'm saying? Because I do like Chainsaw Man too, but I do not think that is the case. But I'm just saying, I just don't see that happening. Maybe if it does, hey, that's a W for Chainsaw Man because I'm for both series, but I personally just don't see that happening. I just want to clarify that, from my understanding and from my perspective of things. And when it comes to the new arc, the Calling games, when that hit the anime, although we don't know if the Calling games can top Shibuya, but if it can top Shibuya, I have to say, man, Jujutsu Kaisen is going to just keep getting greater and greater if it does, because if Gigi can top Shibuya, he can keep on going up and up as far as the intensity of the arcs go. And let's get into it. So we have Angel. Gigi has introduced characters to the calling game that we have been wanting to see, and one of those characters is Kenji Hikari. But we first got introduced to Angel, and Angel has the curse technique to basically erase any other curse technique, to basically just delete other curse techniques. We don't know how it operates, but depending on how she used her technique, she will be very dangerous in the calling games. And Angel is one person that I am really hyped to see. And then we have Kenji Hikari. Yes, this is the third year that Gojo mentioned and also was mentioned by Maki and Yuta, Um, Gigi stated in one of the fan books that he did not want to introduce Hikari because it would upset the fans, because Yuta has just got introduced. And now that Yuta has revealed that Hikari is stronger than him, I think that is what Gigi was trying not to make happen. Because I believe when we see Hikari, Hikari will show us why he is stronger than Yuta when he gets in his mood. Not saying Yuta can't become stronger than Hikari. It's just from the standpoint of what Yuta said, when he get in his mood, he's stronger than Yuta. So I'm wondering, what could Hikari curse technique be? This here leaves everyone wondering what his curse technique could be to possibly be powerful than this guy Yuta, who has a crazy mass amount of curse energy and also a crazy understanding of curse energy from what we've seen in the prequel when he was able to learn reverse curse and also able to do the Inumaki curse technique speech. And yeah, we need to see what Hikari has before we start calling things, but I'm going with what the story says. Yuta says he's stronger than we get in this move, then I'm just going to go with that. And I think everybody else should too. If not, we will see what happens during the calling games. And another thing I want to talk about, something very, very important. We have Kenjaku stirring up things. And this kind of reminds me of the prequel when Geto released about 2,000 curses. Could have been more. And he basically released the curses throughout Japan and they had to number the curses down. But instead, it is now released on a bigger scale, which is 10 million curses. And so basically, long story short with this, I'm saying I see a resemblance to the prequel and also to what happened in Shibuya. And I believe that Kenjaku took the ideas of Geto when he took over his body and got to see everything he has done and all the ideas he had. And he took those ideas and made that play a role into his plan of evolving curse energy. That is my whole ideal and what I think about Kenjaku. And to be honest, I'm kind of all for his plan, but at the same time, I do know Kenjaku will have to be dealt with sooner or later. And I believe that Gigi Akatame will go in the route of the Bleach arc. What do I mean by going the route of the Bleach arc? I mean by making something called a Soul Society. Not exactly the same name, but something like the Soul Society. And let me tell y'all why I say that. Because when you look at the Soul Society, there's people that cannot go to the normal world because they are too powerful. And if they rage out, something could happen to the world, and that would be the end of the world. And Tigan stated that Kenjaku wants to merge humans, all of the humans, with Tigan. That's what Kenjaku wants. But let's think about this and let me explain why I say a soul society will have to be made. Tigan state, a human who merges with me transform into something greater than a sorcerer, as a being that is both there and not there. Tigan also goes to explain this, and he means that he possesses burial techniques, so he can maintain and self-control his evolution and things like that, to not go out of control and stuff like that. However, if humankind evolve, and even if only one person rages out, that could end the world. So this means if Kenjaku actually succeeds in this plan and have all the humans to merge with Tigan, humans could become something greater than what they are. Go like basically evolve to another plane of existence, basically. So this means I believe Gigi, if this plan do succeed, I'm just saying, we will need to keep the world safe. So we would need another time and space, which would mean something like the Soul Society. Personally, that is what I think. And then I want to talk about the rules. Yes, the rules of the calling games. One rule that I do want to talk about mostly is the rule of killing non-sorcerers and, sources and stuff like that. This is something very, very interesting that I want to see, because I want to see how does Yuji handle this, and will Megumi actually find a way to get around the killing non-sorcerers and sorcerers and stuff like that, or will Gigi take the route of pitting cursed spirits in the calling games for Yuji? But it would be most interesting if he has a player trying to kill Yuji and going all out against him, and also pushing Yuji ideas to the limits once again. And as y'all already have heard me explain all this stuff, I'm sure everyone sees the potential that the calling game holds, and be ready to expect even more than what I'm talking about here. Because one thing I believe everybody needs to understand is that I'm not Gigi. Anybody that reviews YouTube is not Gigi. And only Gigi can come up with what he or she wants to put in the story. And I also want to talk about the potential threats that may be, in the calling game. And I don't know who Yuji will fight. And once again, as I said back then, I want to know if it will be a human or will it be a cursed spirit. And if it's a cursed spirit, will it be on the level of Mahito? I hope so, just to see how much Yuji has grown throughout his trials and tribulations in Shibuya. And also Yuta. I do want to see who will push Yuta to his limits. And personally, I believe Yuta will fight Urame. Yes, I believe Yuta will fight Urame during the Calling Games arc. It only makes sense for the strongest student, one of the strongest students of Gojo Satoru, and the strongest apprentice, I would say, or whatever you want to call Urame, to Sukuna, to face off. That's what I think. And if Yuta does fight Sukuna, which everybody think, I think it will end, with Sukuna having to actually go all out. Why I say that? Because this is not full power Sukuna. And why I say that? Because this is not full power Sukuna. This is 15 finger Sukuna. And I believe Yuta will pit up more of a fight than Mahoraga did. And I also believe that Hikari could possibly get some action in, and Sukuna also will have him on the radar also. And with that being said, my people, please like and subscribe to this video if you want more content. and more to come. Thank you.